Hey y'all, and welcome to my review for Cocaine Bear. Alright, so being that I live in Tennessee here, Cocaine Bear is very dear and near to my heart, you know. It sounds like my cousin Frank, who got cranked up on cocaine in Tennessee, died in Georgia, and then got stuffed and put in a mall in Kentucky. So, you know, that's basically the story of the Cocaine Bear. We tell it around Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that stuff, you know. He's just a big deal around here. So, I love the Cocaine Bear, so I was interested to see kind of how they would portray my hero, the Cocaine Bear. Okay, so let's get into Cocaine Bear. All right, so Cocaine Bear follows the story of a bear who does cocaine. Very difficult premise, you know. I'm glad they dumbed it down for us and really set in motion and explained what was going on in this film, because I don't think I would have understood Cocaine Bear. Anyway, this is directed by Elizabeth Banks, and this is a redemption arc for her after the atrocity that was 2019's Charlie's Angels. So I'm glad that she's kind of back at the helm in doing what she's good at, and that's comedy. So I really like this movie a lot, and I like the story that they're telling, and I like that it is embracing its B-movie absurdity here, because the funny thing about this movie is that the kills are played up for laughs. They are ridiculous. A lot of this movie is ratcheted up to 11, but that's what I think is funny about it. Like, the story itself is funny, and you do follow these characters. It does have some like heartwarming moments, so they are telling a genuinely good story. So this is inspired by true events. The true story is that there really was drugs dropped near the Chattahoochee in Tennessee, and then the bear got them, went into Georgia, and he ended up dying in Georgia, and he actually is stuffed in Kentucky in a mall. So, you know, welcome to the South here. That's what we do with bears that do cocaine. We keep them, and we stuff them, and we shove them in malls. So if you're ever in Kentucky, find them in a mall, I guess. Let's continue on. So we follow a number of different characters throughout the film. So the initial part of the movie is a drug smuggler kind of throwing these bags out of an airplane, and he ends up jumping out and his parachute fails, and so he dies pretty gruesomely. And so Ray Liotta, the great Ray Liotta, rest in peace, you know, he passed away last year, so it was good to see him in one final thing. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot he was in this, and he was great. He has a very small role, but he was great in it, and he kind of leads this drug smuggling ring for the Colombians, and so he has to pursue the drugs. So he's like, okay, I know where they're at, we gotta go get them. And then on the sidelines, we have a detective that's searching for the drugs, and then we have Kerry Russell's character and her daughter. Her daughter skipped school with her friend Henry, and so they're in the woods. Then we follow a park ranger. We got a lot of different characters here, a myriad of different characters here, but it all works. They balance all these characters very well, which I was actually kind of shocked by, because when they started introducing these characters left and right, I was like, oh man, this is a lot of characters. This is like a Marvel movie. You know, they're going to be able to handle all of these characters, but they do. They handle them all very well. Each one of them kind of gets a little backstory and a little character moment, and I did like that. It was very funny, and it is very dark humor, and I especially liked that. So overall, I really liked this movie a lot. I love it, actually. It's definitely a breath of fresh air, you know, in comparison to the recent movies I've seen that have just been strange or bad. I had zero expectations going into this film, and so I really liked what I got out of it. You know, when you go into a movie with no expectations, sometimes you can be very surprised or still very underwhelmed. With that Winnie the Pooh bullshit movie that came out, I had zero expectations, and I was underwhelmed from the bottom of the barrel that I thought it was going to be. It's just a bad movie. Check out my review if you want to see what I thought about that. I mean, obviously, you can probably tell what I think about it, but check that out. Anyway, let's continue on with Cocaine Bear. So overall, like I said, I really like this movie. It's funny. It's telling a genuinely good story, I think. And overall, I just think it's a fun time. And after Infinity Pool and that and all these weird and bad movies, it was nice to go into a movie that I didn't really know what I was going to expect and walk out having had a good time. That's what the movies are for, so I'm glad I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward, we got some big ones coming up with Scream and a lot of other stuff, but I'm glad that this was one that I had fun with. I didn't really know what to expect, and I thought it could just be the same beats over and over and over, Cocaine Bear, and they would just do that the whole thing, but they do genuinely flesh out some funny bits and some character moments, and I do like that. So overall, like I said, I really like this movie. I definitely think you should check it out. I highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments down below that if you've seen Cocaine Bear, are you gonna to see Cocaine Bear? You're going to wait for it to come out like on VOD? All your thoughts down below. Thanks. And I want to thank you for watching the video. Like and subscribe for more. Liking the video apparently does help. So do all of that so we can get this video out to more people and we can kind of grow the channel. So I'm going to link some videos for you now so you can continue your journey on here if you like what I do. So I'm going to link my Scream 2 review that I recently did, and then I'm going to link my Warm Bodies 4K review. So check those out. And I got a lot of stuff on the channel, so once you get through those, you know, go wild. Do whatever you want. Watch everything. I don't know. And that's all I've got. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate all of you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you later.